Hello everyone. My name is Heather. I'm a self-learning artist. I live in the United States, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Meeden watercolor travel paint set for watercolor paint set. And I tried doing this several weeks ago, but I was told that the camera was shaking, so I thought I would try again. I had started a painting with this set and I happened to lose it, so I'm going to start again. If you saw the state of my art space, you would understand why I lost it. So to get started, I'll just pretend like I'm opening this for the first time. Now, it did come with these three automatic watercolor brushes. They're really great. You can put water in them and then push the button and it squeezes water out, so you don't need a water cup while you're painting with them. It comes with a flat brush, a round brush, and a larger flat brush. Inside the package, it also came with this round brush as well. I wasn't able to get it to open to put the water in, so I just used the smaller flat brush the last time I reviewed this. So I'm going to do the same picture, the same reference photo I was going to do last time, or that I started to do last time. It's this one. I got it on the Facebook group Free Reference Photos for Artists. It's a wonderful group to be a part of. People share their photography work and their artwork, and I just love that community. So be sure to join that if you're also an artist or a photographer. I like to do both. I like to use the photos and I like to provide photos. So today I am going to use the 190C color for the most part to paint this flower. And I really liked this reference photo because of the tips of the flowers having kind of almost white at the tips and then getting darker here. So you can attempt to paint a nice gradient. And then I liked the size of the leaves. They're nice and big and pretty. All right, so to begin, I'm going to squeeze a little water into the brush and pick up some of this pink. I'm going to start at the bottom of the first petal since it's going to be a little bit dark. And my pencil lines are going to show through. There's not much I can do about that today. I could rub most of them out with an eraser. However, one, I wanted to be able to see them, and two, I wanted you to be able to see them. All right, so I'm going to move on to a petal that's not touching this petal so that they don't bleed into each other. I really love these paints. They're very well pigmented. They spread really well. And I love the colors. There's so many colors available. It looks like 42 colors in this little palette. So many to choose from. And I've really enjoyed Meeden's watercolor paper. So far I've only tried their cold press paper. Today I am using Arches watercolor paper. I got it for my birthday, which was very exciting because I don't normally use Arches. I usually use either Bauhong Academy or Meeden for my day-to-day pictures and paintings. I'm sorry if you can hear the person mowing in the background. think I'm going to squeeze some water into my brush so I can get this to be a little bit lighter here on the edge. I'm not normally able to film because I have kids and but today the baby's asleep and the older two are at a graduation party. So I'm excited that I get to finish filming this video for you, even though it's been several weeks. Oh man, I just love these colors. It's just, they glide on so smoothly. And so far I haven't really been able to blend because I'm using all one color, but I'm sure they blend beautifully as well. I got a little bit too much water there. I'm gonna spread it around a bit. And dab it a little bit with a paper towel as well. All right, this one could use some work here. Okay, now these back petals are almost all dark in color because they are in the back, and I guess God just made them that way. There is a slight little bit of a lighter colored tone here at this one here, so I'll dab that out a little bit. I'll just get some water on my brush, clean water, and I'll just rub a little bit of that out. And if I want to later on, I can go in and add some highlights with a white gel pen or some white gouache, which are both methods that I like to use. All right. Now this petal is a little bit folded. And it's lighter on the fold than it is elsewhere. I'm just going to leave that white on the edge for now, and then come in here and do the other side. Okay. I got these a little bit too far down here. So I'm going to once again clean off my brush by squeezing the button and just rub that out because that's where the statement is supposed to go. Okay, and then this one is dark on the bottom and light on the top. I'm going to squeeze some of that water out and blend it to the top. And this one is similar. I will need to use some of the darker berry color to kind of put some space and shadows in between these petals too. Oh, this color is just so creamy. I love it. All right, next I'll use some of this berry color. And put a little bit in here to make it a little darker. We need to show that this one is folding out, and I'm trying to figure out how to do that. All right, and use some of the brighter pink color in here too, and then some of that berry color. Here. Looking a little better. Now, this isn't exactly like the reference photo. I drew it rather quickly. But it's close enough for this demonstration. Like I said, I am a self-learning artist. I am not a professional. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move down to the stem here. I'm going to start with this green gold color. In the reference photo, the leaf goes in front of it, so I might end up doing that, just so that there's not so much stem. I try to gently erase some of this out of the way. It's very messy to attempt to erase while watercolor's wet. But that's okay, because it's going to be green on top anyway. Hopefully the camera isn't shaking as bad this time. This green gold color isn't quite as creamy as the pink one, but I really like it as well. Okay, then I'll do the other leaf. Then we can darken them up with some green and some more brown. And we'll go back and fix the flower some more as well. I'm going to test this green color on a scrap of paper here because I'm not sure how it's going to look on paper. Let's see. This was me practicing with my new Magello colors, just kind of looking to see how they blended and spread and all that. It's a little harder to get to these top colors, but not too bad. It's a little harder to get to these top colors, but not too bad. Okay, here's more of an olive green here. Let's see, yeah, that's a nice color. I'll go ahead and just go over some of this. This leaf was kind of folded. Not sure if you can see it very well on the photo here, but it's kind of folded and it's also half in shadow from the flower. I wonder what this color is. It's kind of a darker green. Let's try that. I'll have to add some extra brown to it though. Maybe they'll blend nicely here. Okay. I'm just going to add some clean water here in the middle to kind of encourage them to blend together here. We'll see what that does. Then we can go over it again. Okay, and I'll move on to this other leaf here. I could probably use the bigger brush here. There we go. Need to add some water to it. Not over the painting, because that would be bad. Okay. There we go. We'll get this nice messy leaf here. Messy is good. We're kind of going for a loose look here. Okay. Right, and I'm going to add a little bit of this dark color here. I wish there was a slightly darker green, but I haven't, like a dark green brown. I haven't found it yet. It's probably more of a purple. Let's see. Yeah, that's a nice dark purple. Ooh, that's pretty. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. Let's see. Pinks. Well, let's try this one. See how it does. There we go. That's nice. It's blending in there and giving me a nice dark green. Okay. I'll add some of that here on the stem. this. And I'll put some clean water there so that they kind of blend together. That was a little bit too much clean water. This is Arches paper, it can take it. All right, let's move back to the flower for a few minutes. Where did that pretty purple color go? There we go, that's a beautiful color. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit of that here. I just stuck my hand in the leaf. Okay. I'm gonna blend that out a little bit here. Running out of water in this one. And that would be why nothing was happening. It's so easy to fill these, and the button works so well. I've missed with some watercolor brushes like this that either squirt out too much water or too little water, but this is just perfect. It's not making huge pools most of the time. Okay, let me get another paper towel and dab this out just a little bit more. Okay, then I'm going to add some of this orange here into the center to kind of start with that stamen area. And some yellow. Back to the orange. Ooh, I love how this is blending and spreading. We'll let that dry and see how it works its magic. All right, now I'm going to go back to one of these bottom flowers. It's kind of difficult. Here, we can just get rid of that little mistake there. There we go. Trying to make sure we can tell where one petal starts and the other ends. I don't know that I'm accomplishing that, though, unfortunately. This one has a nice sharp edge on it. We'll probably have to go back and edit that after the stamen dries. And it does have a little bit of it peeking out right here. So I'll try to make sure that the orange peeks out right here as well. There we go. and this little petal kind of folds. I'm going to make it a little bit darker here and here so we can kind of see it folding. All right, I'm going to work a little bit more on these petals and then come back, hopefully with something that looks like a flower. Okay, I've made some progress. I do believe I will go through with my white gel pen and work on some of these highlights, just to get them a little bit more defined. Hopefully it'll help a little bit with these pencil lines as well. If that doesn't work, I might try some white gouache. One thing I like about these white gel pens is you can kind of smear them a little bit and make it look a little bit more natural as well. And they're kind of water soluble, so they work a little bit like watercolor paint as well. And that helps me a lot when I make mistakes. Some of the little stamen bits in there, and I think I'll kind of smooth them out a little bit with this so they're not quite so stark in contrast to everything else. In fact, I think I might do that with the rest of the white. Forgot to turn my fan off when I turned my camera back on. Sorry about that. That was probably rather loud. I think this might be either a rose or a peony. I'm not sure. If you know, let me know in the comments, because I am not sure. All right, and I've been having a really hard time figuring out how to define this little part down here. So you can see the difference between the petals. So I might try just like a darker brown color maybe. Just add a quick little shadow here. Have that blend out a little bit. We do the same thing right here too. Okay, and there we have it, a mostly finished flower with the Meeden Travel Watercolor Palette and Travel Watercolor brushes. I've really enjoyed working with these. I can't wait to use them in another piece. They do have a little sponge here that you can dab your excess water on. Oh, forgive my hands. I was making oil pastels earlier today, and that stuff does not come off easily. I look forward to using more of these colors. There's just so many gorgeous options here. And I like that it can close up quickly and it can be stored in your purse or your art bag. And once again, I do really enjoy using these watercolor brushes. They're fantastic to use. They work well and easily. The bristles are nice for travel watercolor brushes. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would appreciate it if you'd like or subscribe and join me for my next video. Have a wonderful day wherever you are.